This is my mom in the photo. She passed away in 2016. She was very young. She was in her 60s when she passed away. And she left a house full of stuff. Crystal, jewelry, china, artwork. Those are relatively easy to figure out. There's a monetary value there. But what we wanted to keep were the ones that had like the heart value, like what mattered to her. And I spent nearly 2 years doing a ton of research. And I found all these companies that do like memory books or storybooks, or there are apps that do inventory. But there is nothing that allowed you as an individual to take your story, take your history, take the memory, and connect it with the object. And then also note, like, what do you want to happen to this object at the end of the day? So at that point, when I realized there's nothing else really out there like this, really thought like, all right, this is something I want to do. I want to build this company that lets people connect the stories, the histories with the stuff. My name is Heather Nickerson. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Artifacts. Not having a technology background, I really wasn't sure how to start. I knew how to start a business, how to run a business, but on the tech side, I was I was at a loss. So thankfully, very early on in my career at the Central Intelligence Agency as an analyst, I met my co-founder, Ellen Goodwin, who we grew up together at the agency. So I reached out to her.
Actually, her story is very inspiring and very compelling. But I asked her, okay, so how is this not an Excel sheet or an inventory or elaborate Post-it notes? And she more or less said, well, that's what we're going to figure out, is how to do this together.
We built a website and also an app so that anyone, anywhere in the world can download our app or go to our website. They can upload photos, video, audio of an object. The object could be an old photo, it could be an old pair of hiking boots, it could be a priceless family heirloom. Whatever the object has meaning to you, that is essentially an artifact. And we'd like to say that truly, any object that has a meaning or tells a story for you, it can be an artifact.
Our whole objective was, how do we make it as fun and simple as social media, but with none of the privacy trappings or the advertisements or any of those kinds of pressures?
So one of the things that we find to be most heartwarming and also very humbling as founders is when we hear from our members how much artifacts help them, either to cope with a grief process of losing a loved one, or helping them to downsize and move from one stage of life to the next,